And tonight we hightail it down to the epicenter of illegal street racing in Southern California.
A pastime that's fast, furious, and sometimes fatal. Jason Martinez is live to explain what police are doing about this deadly need for speed. Jason.
Leila, as long as man has been driving, there's always been a need for speed. But in one Southern California town, that need for speed put police in a full-on war with illegal street racers.
Ontario, Southern California's epicenter for illegal street racing, a rebellious pastime that's fast, furious, and sometimes fatal.
We can see the whole city where they're coming from. I mean, they have headlights on their car, and it's a line of cars.
Known for its straight, two-lane industrial roads, Ontario has the perfect layout for drivers raring to go racing. On a given night, 500 to 1,000 cars flock here, but not everyone is here to race.
There's been shootings out there. We've had pursuits. There's a lot of carjackings, people getting their cars stolen, violent crimes out there. These guys are racing. They go head on into each other.
It's this lawless environment that pushed police to finally put the brakes on street racing. A federal grant allowed Ontario PD's Thomas O'Dell to organize the biggest street racing bust this country has ever seen.
You know, it was kind of the last straw. So what we did is we came in on both sides of the street where they were commonly racing out on Airport Drive, and we blocked them in.
And amateur photographer Troy Case was in the middle of the bust, capturing it all on tape.
Every single person was arrested for watching or for racing. It did not matter. You were there, you got booked, you went to jail.
Nearly 200 people were arrested that night. 75 race cars were impounded, and everyone paid at least a $300 fine.
Yeah, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I should have listened to my mom. Now I got this and this.
I knew it was a bad idea to come down there in the first place, but I mean, I didn't really think twice about it.
County jail buses were brought in as handcuffed racers and spectators were taken to jail and booked one by one. Except one racer who tried to get away in his hot rod and failed miserably, embarrassing himself in the process.
And he's like hyperventilating, just... Because, I mean, I've shot a lot of things. I'm like, man, is this guy going to have a heart attack? What's going on here? Well, the officer went up to him. He came back. He goes, you want to know what he's doing? He's shitting himself.
The racing scene has died down since that night, but a few still linger in Ontario. KTLA News cameras were rolling when Ontario officers pulled over this Honda Civic with an Acura engine and a driver's seat on the right side.
Well, did you buy the car this way, or did you have it converted?
The car's owner is practically advertising his racing ties with this sign posted in the rear window. It means he's a senior driver, but as it turns out, the engine on this car is stolen.
He's probably got about 12 grand into the car with the right-hand side conversion.
Because of the obvious racing modifications, this car will never be driven on streets again. Some of these cars are ordered to be destroyed, while others are used for undercover reasons.
But even with undercover officers blending into the racing crowd, drivers ranging in age from 16 to 45 years old have no problem taking on the police.
Some people like the adrenaline of actually the cops coming out and playing the cat and mouse game.
They may say it's controlled. It's not controlled. They have 2 or 3 cars, which you'll see in the video, racing down the street. And on the opposing side of traffic, you see more cars coming down the street. So you got cars crisscrossing. And
police say movies like The Fast and the Furious that glorify illegal street racing end up setting trends in real life.
When the movie first came out, I went and saw it, and I seen, you know, the type of stuff. I heard that there was going to be more domestic vehicles in it, and that's exactly what I saw the trend is going.
But away from Hollywood, police know the trend of illegal street racing may never die.
I don't think it's ever going to go away. It could be limited, but I don't think it'll ever go away.
And as long as police in Ontario are wearing a badge, stopping illegal street racing is a fight that will never go away.
But Ontario police confidently say they have won the war with illegal street racing. Hardly any of it remains now in that city. But there is a way these guys can do it legally. They are encouraging most of these street racers to go to Irwindale Speedway. You can do it just for a small fee, and you can do it legally and, of course, much more safely. Back to you guys.
Now, these cars aren't even street legal if they were just to drive them down to the grocery store or the 7-Eleven and back, are they?
No way. No, and you saw that car in the story, a reverse driver's side, I mean, exhaust, $12,000. Sometimes the souped-up model is worth more than the actual car. So obviously, these guys are taking it very seriously, and they can do it legally now. Just go to Irwindale.
And not just money on the line there, but obviously their lives. Thank you very much, Jason Martinez. And if you want to watch or read the story again, go to our website, KTLA.com. It's under KTLA Extras.
If someone